So the Bible says Antichrist is among us, among the believers of this book, which are Christians. Of course, we know he's not true Christian. He just want to deceive Christians. He want to deceive Christians and lead them towards stray, towards evilness. You saw already two of them. You saw already two of them that they claim Muslims are Antichrist. Their Messiah is Antichrist. There are other parts in the Bible, by the way. It says that he will preach his own Injil, his own gospel. He will bring his own gospel, and he will have his own gospel. Muslims don't have their own gospel. We don't need gospel. We don't need Injil. Injil is for you Christians. Torah, we don't need Torah. Our book covers everything. Torah is for you Israelites, for you Jews. It's only for you. And Jesus says, I have not come to other nations. I have come only for the lost sheep of Israel. Jesus didn't bring me anything new. He doesn't tell me anything new. As a matter of fact, in John chapter 14 and 16, Jesus says, I have lots of things to say, but you can't bear it, you can't understand it. But when the prophet Ahmad comes, he will teach you all the things, all the tools. So this man, this Antichrist, he will preach gospel. He will preach Injil, but not Injil of Isa, Injil of Jesus, his own Injil. Now question, do Christians have the Injil of Jesus? Which Christian, which church has the gospel of Jesus? Show me one. They say Jesus had no gospel. Christians say Jesus had no gospel, no Injil. They are mocking us. They are mocking Muslims and the Qur'an. The Qur'an says, we gave him a book, we gave him Injil. Where is Jesus' Injil? We don't have Jesus' Injil. We have 4 Injils, 4 Gospels, Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. They don't say Gospel of Jesus, they say Gospel of Matthew, Gospel of Mark, Gospel of John, and so they don't have Gospel of Jesus. That's what the Bible says, that this Antichrist will not preach the gospel of Jesus, will preach his own gospel. But he will say that this is from Jesus, I am from Jesus, I am preaching Jesus' gospel. But however, it's not the gospel of Jesus, right? Do we preach gospel? Any Muslim leader preaches gospel? Have you seen any Muslim scholar, any alim preaching gospel? Injil? No. Most of the Muslim scholars, they don't know even what is Injil, what is inside the Gospels. They only know gospel through Qur'an. If the Qur'an says about gospel, they know. If the Hadith says about the Injil, they know. Otherwise, outside the Islamic tradition, they don't know anything about gospel. Right? So according to Islam, who is the Dajjal? Al-Dajjal. We know according to Bible, Dajjal is from the believers of this book, Christians. They say he is among us, he is from us, but he is against us. Bible says. Doesn't say he is from Muslims, he is coming 500 years later, 60, no, doesn't say that. It doesn't say he is from Arabs. The author of this book wasn't Arab, he was a Jew. The epistle of John is written by a Jew. Okay? He says, the Antichrist is from us. Who is that us? You know who is he? That he's against us. Doesn't say he's from Arabs. So who is Antichrist according to Islam? He will be the most deceitful person history has ever seen. So deceitful that even the smartest people on earth won't notice his plans. They won't understand. He will show false as true and true as false. So wisely, so smartly that majority of the people will be misled. You know, openly, I usually turn on radio when I'm driving. It's even one sentence I don't get through, one sentence. I can listen half an hour, 1 hour, then I just give up. Even when they talk about the crime happens in the city. A crime, nothing to do with religion, right? They picture it in a way that they want. They don't say what happened. They want you believe what they think you should believe. You know, I met an old lady, this goes to after 9/11, maybe a year after, 2002, long time ago. I was biking. It was weekend, I think it was Sunday or Saturday. I was biking. So I saw a nice garden. City has some places people go rent it and they do gardening there. Some places have it. So I just stopped and stayed there to watch a little bit the garden, the green area. An old lady was walking. So I smiled. I said, good morning or good afternoon. I don't remember when it was. So she also answered with a smiley face. And she started, conversation. I said, this is a really good idea. City, keeps people busy in the weekend. They come garden, they make vegetables and plants and things. So she turned the discussion to politics. I think everybody can see from my face that I'm Muslim. I can't hide it, by the way. So, and she also realized and said, are you Muslim? I said, yes, I am. She said, I hate Muslims. And I appreciated that. He said, really, she was a truthful person. She didn't lie to me, right? These people are good people, actually. They're not bad people. I mean, I don't mean she shows aggression to you. That's not right. But if someone hates you and says, I hate you, I'm telling you, she's or he's a good person. Because I realized that this lady just says her feelings. I said, I understand that, but I think we shouldn't trust everything we hear. So because I know where it comes from, right? I said, we shouldn't trust. I just told her, just go check who is the victim of these terrorist attacks. Muslims or Christians? This Antichrist, according to Christianity, he will mislead nations. And many of us won't understand what is truth and what is evil and false. Many of us will not understand.